Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Ian and this is Jane.
Hi.
And if you've not been here before, we're doing the Edinburgh Fringe 2022. And we've just seen our first show of the Fringe. We've had a bit of a journey because there was delayed trains and all sorts of things, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, the first play that we've been to see is The Actress, which was Jane's choice.
It was. It's the Long Lane Theatre Company. New writing. 1660, London, England. The theatres have reopened and for the first time a woman will be allowed on the stage. The King's Company invite two very different women to join them, but only one can be the first.
Okay, what did you think?
I liked it. I liked the way it started because they're in period dress. It was a very simple stage setup with just a pair of drapes and a sort of wooden box, and a chap came from behind us and he was carrying a candle, and then there were two women on stage, and I just felt there was I liked the atmospheric.
It was a really good start,
opening.
And I think because it's actually a very small room, really, isn't it? I don't know how many would seat, maybe 50 or 60 people if we're at a pinch.
Yeah.
It wasn't obviously one of the bigger rooms at the Fringe, but I think they made a really good use of the room because they used the whole room. At one point, one of the actors went and sat in front of us.
Yeah.
Obviously, you wouldn't be able to do that if it was full, but they certainly used the space around where the audience was sitting and the door out. Actually.
Yeah. So they were behind. Yeah, and then they were also disappearing backstage as well. The only time when it didn't work is when there was a particular scene where one of the actresses was entertaining three gentlemen.
Yeah, it was a striptease, wasn't it?
And she really ran out of space. That was easily solved by just pulling the box forward, and I'm sure they'll do that. But it was a shame because at one point she did catch the scenery, and at one point I did think it was going to fall over. Yeah. But that's a very minor. But generally, like you say, the use of the space was very.
Most of the music was period, apart from that one scene you're talking about, where they used Wet Leg. Chaise Long as the song, which I thought was slightly out of context. I love the song, but
it worked in one sense, but because everything else was in period costume and sort of the period detail, it jarred for me.
It jarred for me too, actually. I liked the piece, although I did think there were too many scene changes.
Yes.
There's some very, very short scenes, and then to some extent, for me, it lost some of its continuity because you would then go to black, and then to set the next scene up, and there was quite a lot of that all the way through the piece. My major gripe is to one of the actors played three characters, and I got confused when he was.
Oh right.
When he was which character. I know he changed his voice. All he needed to do was change his top. Give him a different top for each of the three characters he was playing.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, is he the actor now? Is it the prince? Was it the prince?
He was a nobleman.
A nobleman, yeah. And then he played another character, and he played them all in the same dress, and that jarred for me. I was.
No, I didn't find that. Yeah. I thought all the performers were very strong.
Yeah, they were.
And very believable. I did like their delivery. It got... Because... I like the rivalry between the two actresses. I think that was handled quite well. They were quite different people. Though it... In one sense, it got a little bit repetitive. They maybe could have cut a couple of... I don't know about that. But where there was a very another sort of serious subplot, would you call it? But the fact that women were still, being used as objects.
Yeah.
As
Which I think is probably part of the main point of the whole thing.
Exactly.
The whole piece.
Exactly. Is the fact
so
that
you could argue it's a feminist piece, which is
yeah. Which I thought was good.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because when it starts off, you think it's just going to be a simple sort of story of rivalry, but it isn't. There's a lot more going on, and
we don't want to give the ending away, obviously.
No.
Bits of it were quite touching, and there are a few laughs in it.
There are.
So it's a drama piece, and I think it's under theatre new writing. But actually, there are comedic elements in it.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, obviously, I don't know what age it's because
16 plus.
Yeah.
There's no nudity in it, but
it's brief, very brief nudity.
I mean,
when somebody takes the
top off, but she covers a bust. Yeah. It's on all the way through the Fringe from the 3rd to the 29th. It's at the Underbelly Bristol Square, the Dairy Room, and it's on at 16:40 every day. Yeah, 2 for 1 days at 8th and 9th, and it's in preview today, tomorrow, which is the 4th, so third, 4th and 5th. Yeah.
But it is a strong piece.
It is, yeah.
And I think that it will get stronger. I mean, we probably...
This is the first day.
We probably saw the first performance.
Yeah,
and...
So...
Yeah.
How many stars?
I'm tempted to go for 4.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going for 3.
3, okay. We don't do halves, do we?
No, we don't do halves. Not anymore. Oh, I can see Jane's wavering here.
Ooh.
3 or 4. 3 or 4.
Okay, we'll go for a 3 then.
It's a 3.
Okay.
It's a 3-star. But you can see what was happening there. You have to go and make your own mind up, really. Yeah. Okay, anything else?
No.
Thanks so much for watching. We're doing these every day. We see. I mean, some days we've got 6 shows. Now, whether we can get 6 reviews in, we've yet to see. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers now. Bye-bye.
Bye.